Oh, bring him in.
Bring him if he wants to come in for 5 minutes.
Live. Oh, it's live.
Andy Dick.
Hey, baby.
Come on in, Andy. I'm Sam. This is Jim.
Hi.
Opie and Anthony left. Help yourself to a key lime treat. It's key lime.
Key lime pie. I used to love key lime pie growing up.
They're actually very good.
So you're on live right now?
Yes, we are on live.
We're wrapping up soon, though, because we have commercials.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Eric's going to tell me in my headphones. So I heard that you had a late start this morning. You're supposed to come on O&A. You got delayed.
I only got here a few minutes late, but I woke up to my Twitter account blowing up saying, how are you going to go on, as you say, O&A?
I'm sure.
I'm not that savvy. I've never heard them.
No?
Sorry, folks. They've heard me, though, right? Now, because now I'm a little mad. I woke up, and people were saying, how are you going to go on that show after they crapped on you? And I'm like, what? And this is like I'm in the car going there, and we're running late. You know, New York traffic, and I've got the director of the movie driving the van that we've been touring around the movie in 20. I haven't seen L.A. in a month. We're like driving around the country, and you know, people are still tweeting, you shouldn't do that and this and that. What were they saying? I don't even know.
Actually, well, this is the Opie and Anthony studio. They leave at 10. I'm on that show, and I stay because I have to go to the airport. So
but they were talking about me as I was on my way there before I was late.
Well, they said, no, because they said you were running late. It was supposed to be 8:40, but as it got to be 9 o'clock, because they told us you had a hard out at 9 o'clock.
No. But I woke up. It was like 7:30 or 8, way before I was late. And what were they saying?
Oh, nothing bad before that.
Yeah, I think
it was about you being late.
Yeah, no, Opie at the very top of the show said something like, "Why are we having Andy Dick in?"
Yeah.
Oh, in the beginning. Oh,
but he's probably said that about half the guests, honestly. Yes. And Jim, you're.
But that's his thing, right? Like on this trip, I pick up the local paper because it's always free in the hotel, and there was one local paper that had an article about the local DJ. And the local DJ had been ripped a new asshole by Opie and Anthony because I guess they do this thing.
Jocktober. Yeah.
Right, and they pick one local DJ, or I don't really know how it works, but
awful radio all over the country, just hack radio.
And they ripped this woman, this team, it was a guy and a girl, and they ripped them to shreds. To the point where they're very upset about it.
Yes,
and there's whole articles in their local paper, and she said she cries herself to sleep, and like, I mean, if people like this kind of radio, it's all fun and games.
Yeah, of course, because it's the bottom line is that
until somebody commits suicide.
Well, they should for the radio they're doing. That's bad radio. Yeah, come on, man. You're a comic. You've been on a million of those shows. They're terrible. They're awful.
I don't know, but talk to me about bad radio and then what's going like. I was excited to come in. Yes, I'm a little bit late. Let's bring it. Let me come in a little late. They wouldn't have me on at all. It was kind of weird. That would have been some good radio.
I think so.
Would have been some good radio. I was ready to go.
That's why we had you in here.
Thank you, because you're not afraid.
No, believe me, it wasn't a fear thing.
Well, what's up?
They were annoyed.
What up?
They were annoyed. They felt that you have a reputation for being late, and they're like, you're not going to do
it at all.
I'm just telling you what they said.
So,
because it was 8:40 was when we were told that you were going to come in.
Yeah.
And then the note that I got was that you were here not till 9:17.
And nobody was responding to the publicist. We heard that they weren't responding.
Right. I don't have a publicist.
Or whoever it was.
No, and we were calling in to Spencer.
Yeah.
And the lines were down. You guys, you know that about your whole system here. Everything was down. There was no one. We were calling saying, we're coming. We're in traffic. We can't park. They dropped me off. I was up here. I was just up there just wandering around. So I'm not to blame. There's no one to blame. And you guys they were still on the air when I was here. I was just standing here doing nothing. I thought, well, at least let me walk by the window and wave and show them that I'm a fucking normal guy. I'm not here to fuck them over. I'm here to have some fun and bring it. If they hate me for some fucking reason, tell me why. I want to talk to them.
Sure.
You know, are you sure it's not a fear thing? Because I'm right here.
Let me guarantee you.
I'm ready to go.
I'm on the show every day. I'm guaranteed.
Tell them that
they're not afraid.
I couldn't wait to talk to them about this incident that happened where they made this woman cry herself to sleep every night.
Okay.
And I can't remember what city.
But I will guarantee
I wanted to talk about it. And I wanted to see what they were saying about me.
Maybe it was a knee-jerk reaction because they were like, well, if he doesn't want to come. Because don't forget, you've never been on the show. And they're like, look, he's not going to come on time. Fine. No big deal. But we'll just take that as he's not interested in being on the show.
I am. I'm right here doing the fucking after show.
But we were trying to call.
I'm doing the after show.
And your guys weren't getting back to us. So it's
What
like,
guy?
Whoever they
I don't have a publicist.
Whoever they were calling.
Who are you? Who?
I don't know. I was on the air.
There's no publicist,
Whoever
so I
they
don't
were
know who
calling.
you're talking about.
Was
You
there
can
any
have
contact
my
information for
cell
you?
phone number. I'm an open
Can I have
book.
your number?
Yes,
We'll
you
talk.
can. I'm serious.
We'll text each other.
Yes.
I
No,
sent
and the
cock
other thing
photos.
is that I'm on Twitter. All my interactions and all my correspondences and all my conversations are completely open and public. You could have tweeted me saying, "Where the fuck are you?"
Roland was trying to call
Because
somebody.
I had all my fans saying, "Why are you doing that show? They're crapping on you."
Roland
and I'm like,
said-
you know what? That's why I'm going to do it. So
None
they
of your
get to know the
guys-
guy.
None of
I
your
want
guys
them
were
to know.
coming back. Roland just said we were told nobody from you guys was getting back to us. The emails were
We
being
were
unreturned.
calling. We were calling. The switchboard was out.
Well,
you guys know that. Can you back me up on that? The switchboard was out. We were calling you. It was going right to voicemail.
Was the switchboard out?
No calls were going through.
Okay.
No calls
No
were
one
going
told us
through.
that.
Yeah, I
So for
swear to
whatever happened-
God.
Yeah, I mean, we believe
I'm
you
telling
now.
And
But
I'm here
that's
now.
what-
Why would I want to be doing the after show? I don't know you guys. I was excited. I'm happy that we can clear it up.
Yeah.
But I wanted to meet these guys that made this woman cry in whatever city I was in.
Well, I mean, we didn't. Our intention wasn't to make somebody cry, but I mean, you've said nasty things about people too.
Yeah. Well, no, you talking about Howard?
No, I
The
think
Howard thing. I mean,
No.
you said it.
I don't say nasty things to people unless somebody talks about me and to me and about me first.
as a comedian,
As
you've
a-
never.
Never. I don't do that. I'm not the Kathy Griffin of,
Okay.
you know, the male. Well, she could be the Kathy Griffin. Look, I don't do that. I just don't do that. If somebody says something or is a certain way to me, I take that as a license. Like, okay, well, you asked for it. Like, that's how it is. And Howard, I've known him for 25 years. He I've taken it like a champ in the fucking face from him. And he has always been a friend when the mics go off. We're so sweet to each other. We love each other. But when the mics are on, you know, all's fair in love and war. And he has called me every name in the book, and I take it. Water off a dick's back, as I say. And, you know, and then this fight, we had this thing where I started getting worked up, and I'm like, oh, the mics are on, let's go, like I'm doing now.
Sure.
You know, you're doing it for listeners. You want people to tune in.
Entertainment.
Oh, Andy's a little riled up. There's something. There must be sugar in his gas tank. You know, like that doesn't make sense.
No,
No,
but
it
I
doesn't.
understand
But
what you mean.
yeah, you're all
Yes.
ramped up.
But yeah, you're ramped up.
Yeah.
Let's keep listening. But really, I'm just doing it. I'm not really ramped up. I don't really care. I don't really care. I don't know who Opie and Anthony are. I don't know. I only know them through this incident that happened in one city where they made this disc jockey cry. And I'm like, God, what did they say to make someone cry? That
Well, I mean, we spent probably an hour just going through their tapes and saying how bad they were at their
Do you
jobs.
remember what city it was?
And
I don't remember because I got somebody
And-
sent me the article.
Iowa?
Yeah, well, I think it might have been Iowa
Yeah.
or Idaho.
Idaho.
Might have been Idaho. And to the point where they also had to shut down their Facebook.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, part of that was our fans.
The fans
listeners
go
are brutal.
nuts.
They're brutal.
Well, there was. Oh, I remember now, and this is where I think it does cross the line where, and it wasn't Opie or Anthony, but it was one of your fans. One of those DJs has a
Retarded
Yeah,
kid.
we- we saw
and
that.
they said something about. I don't remember exactly.
I know
what
that
was
is
said,
kind
but
of
they
fucked
had-
up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that
was
was fucked
kind.
up.
You
Yeah,
yes,
fair
yeah.
enough.
Yes,
So
yes,
We
absolutely.
didn't say we didn't say make fun of the retarded kid. I mean, we were just
We didn't
fucking
even
with
know
them.
that there was a
Yeah.
kid to speak of. We were making fun
One of the
their
fans
work.
did.
their show.
One of the
Yes.
fans said something about, I don't remember exactly what, but it was like one of those. Ooh,
Well, they get
that's
very
not-
defensive when we're upset. You know, sometimes they overdo it.
But why were you? But you're upset. You're just upset that they suck.
We're upset because in that climate, which is so bad now,
They're
that
doing
is
the
what
best they
survives.
can. They're
Well, exactly. That's
It's
what's
more,
terrible
it's
about
more
it.
of an attack on the industry
Yeah.
than the specific show. It's just the show is the one that has to take the brunt of.
Yeah.
of
Oh
the
God!
punishment.
You're not even hitting the one. We've been doing this tour for this movie. We're going into
Well, what's the movie? You
radios.
should be able to plug the
the movie
movie if you're
is
here.
called Division. That's why we're here. I wanted to really meet Opie and Anthony and see
You will.
what their beef is with me.
Well, are you in town?
No, we're leaving today. We did this. We had the premiere last night. This is an afterthought. Like, let's go and we talk about the movie, even though
Yeah.
the premiere was last night. It goes to video on demand November 18th. It's a football comedy. But what was I going to say about
You were
that?
talking
What-
about
what's
the
the name of the movie?
name of
No,
the
I was
film.
going to talk about that we've been on tour with Division 3 showing the movie to colleges, little tiny towns, and we have gone into stations where it's one mic that has duct tape all over it, and there's water damage and rat turds, and there are stations out there that are just scraping by.
Yeah,
that you wouldn't believe it in some of these towns. Like,
but our thing was more on the content.
What they were doing on the air is terrible.
Same with same. I mean, the content is just as good as their facilities. I mean, I'm talking about they. Oh my God! One of them, it was the local television thing, and it was like that Tim and Eric episode where I had to hold my lavalier mic. You know? There was like, do you know what I'm saying? It's so bad.
Yeah.
But God bless them though. They're trying, man.
In terms of what happened today, I mean, we definitely didn't attack you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
it doesn't seem like you two did.
No, but trust
we
me,
did. And Opie and Anthony
but if
didn't
they
either.
were, I would have too.
Who's this guy over here?
Paul, he's a non-entity. He doesn't exist. No. And it wasn't a fear thing, believe me, because they like confrontation a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
they must love it, and
They
I
do.
don't mind it, and
Yeah.
I was excited to see them and put all rumors to rest, because it's not true that I'm always late and this and that. I'm not.
But you understand that, like, you know, we had you. They said he's got a hard out at 9 o'clock, so we say, okay, 8:40 to 9 o'clock. We have Andy Dick. So
Well, I didn't make up that hard
No,
out.
no, no,
I
that's
got a
not you.
hard on.
We're told.
I have a hard on for Opie and Anthony.
But
That's what we're told,
That's what we're
though.
told because you got a bunch of stuff to do. So
that's all him.
So when it's 9:15, well, you know, we got other stuff that we were going to do.
I get it.
You know.
Yeah. Well, I hope I can come on and what do they even look like? I know
One is
nothing
blonde.
about
The one is Opie is blonde.
Yeah.
And he's got like a washboard abs. He's an amazing.
He's got, like, you know,
a
the V, like the.
He has a V,
right.
and
nice.
Anthony is kind of a greaseball and a creep. And he
Like
looks
he
like,
looks like a gas station attendant.
yeah, he looks like fucking Gomez Adams a little bit. I think is fair. That's a fairly accurate description of both of them.
So it's not, you know, it's not a fair thing. And I'm glad that you.
Thank you.
were able
I
to-
tried to go see the Addams Family. I wanted to see a show while I was here.
I want to see it because Brooke Shields is in it. Or I don't know if she's still in it, but she was
One
in
of
the
the
musical.
reasons I didn't want to go. But she
But you
is.
see, Brooke Shields may want to, you know, kill herself because Andy
Right,
Dick
yeah.
just said something mean
Yeah,
about
that's
her.
right.
Right.
She said something mean about me a long time ago.
Okay.
See
She
what I
probably
mean?
didn't mean it. She
See
took
what
it
I mean?
back.
I don't know.
Well, we got
that was a very, very dark period in both of our lives because it was when one of our mutual friends died. You know, and I understand. I didn't know her, and she didn't know me. Actually, she is a very sweet woman, Brooke Shields. But can she sing and dance? Who knows? You know,
Yeah.
Isn't she the Jordache Jeans when she was 14?
I always liked the gold digger
whatever.
jeans girl. I always wanted to fuck her when I was like 16. She was lovely.
We got to let the next show
We have to.
in.
There's
We
no
already-
show.
We ran
Gotta
into
do this.
way.
What's the name of the movie so we can plug it
Division
properly?
3 Football's Finest, and there's a Facebook page. Follow me on Twitter, and I'll keep tweeting the trailer, and you can make your own decision if you want to see
All right,
it.
and we will
Yeah,
definitely have Andy Dick on
November
Opie and Anthony,
18th.
and we will.
Tell Opie and Anthony hi.
Okay.
And next time you're around,
Definitely.
we'll have you.
Thank you.
All right, now stay tuned. Ron and Fez are next.
Opie and Anthony show is now over. For real this time. Check out the O&A show on Facebook at facebook.com/Opie and Anthony. And catch Opie and Anthony live Monday through Friday from 6 to 10 a.m. Eastern. Ron and Fez are next.
Hey!